Hey there, luxury aficionados. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're revving up the excitement as we delve into the world of automotive history and opulence. When speaking of the most outrageously expensive cars on the planet, you might assume that the price tag peaks at the $4 million mark. Well, hang on tight because that's precisely where the price begins in the vintage car extravaganza. To put it into perspective, the price tag of $4.8 million for a Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita wouldn't even grant you access to the elite club of the top 15 most expensive cars ever sold. So rev up your imagination, because we're not just talking cars here. We're talking priceless, pavement-pounding masterpieces. Starting our journey with an exhilarating bang. At number 15 is the Ferrari 250 GT LWB California Spider Competizione, which fetched an astounding $18,150,000 at auction. In the realm of classic cars at this stratospheric level, it's not just rarity, aesthetics, or a racing lineage that commands attention. It's the immaculate history that truly elevates their worth. In the spotlight today is the exquisite 250 GT SWB, and what sets it apart is a history as pristine as polished chrome. There are only 9 of its kind in the world, and this particular gem boasts an unbroken lineage of ownership, tracing back to its very inception. It's a rolling manuscript of its own, filled with documented races, daring drivers, and chapters of triumph. But that's not all. This car wears its legacy like a crown adorned with laurels. It's garnered a treasure trove of awards at prestigious concourses, transforming its hefty price tag from an expenditure into a strategic investment. Every rivet, every curve, every engine roar whispers the story of a machine that's not just a car, but an artifact of time. But hold on to your seats because we're just getting started. At number 14 stands the Ferrari 375 Plus Spider Competizione. Here we step into the thrilling pages of Ferrari's racing heritage, and the 375 Plus stands as a vibrant chapter. What's even more remarkable is that this car was born with a singular purpose: to serve the Scuderia on the racetrack. It not only participated but secured a glorious second-place finish in the legendary 1954 Mille Miglia, cementing its status as a true racing legend. Fast forward to 2014, and it was a sight to behold as passionate collectors and enthusiasts battled fiercely to call this masterpiece their own. The stakes were sky-high, with the bidding frenzy spiraling to an astonishing $18,400,000. It's a testament to the enduring allure of this racing icon and the stories it carries within its gleaming chassis. At number 13, the Ferrari 250 GT SWB California Spider. The 250 GTI SWB Spider was already the stuff of legends, even in the illustrious world of Ferrari enthusiasts. But its journey to mythical status took an extraordinary turn when it emerged, like a phoenix from the ashes, from the depths of a forgotten French warehouse. Robert Bayon had purchased this gem with a vision of showcasing it in a museum. However, it remained hidden for years, like a sleeping beauty, only to reawaken after Bayon's passing. Miraculously, it retained its mechanical prowess, and in 2015, a lucky soul seized the opportunity to make it theirs at a price tag of $18,500,000. At number 12, the Alfa Romeo 8C 2900B Lungo Spider, one of only 12 in the world. This exquisitely crafted Alfa Romeo effortlessly interjects Ferrari's dominance on our list. And let's be honest, it's a magnetic presence that's impossible to ignore. With its body sculpted by the artisans at Turin in Italy, it's a mesmerizing dance of artistry and engineering. A supercharged straight 8, a powerhouse designed to ensure that the promises of speed and performance match the intoxicating aesthetics. And when the gavel struck at auction, there was an undeniable certainty in the air. The destiny of this masterpiece was etched in the stars. It sold for $19,800,000. Auction success. A validation of its status as a living testament to craftsmanship, innovation, and the pursuit of automotive excellence. At number 11 is the Jaguar D-Type, a true titan of the racetrack. It secured victory at the legendary Le Mans not once, not twice, but 3 times, during the illustrious years of 1955 to 1957. Amongst its triumphant feats, it notably clinched the title in 1956 under the banner of the Scottish racing powerhouse, Écurie Écosse. It was also triumphant at auction as bidders raised the stakes and sent its price soaring to dizzying heights. It sold for $21,780,000. At number 10, the Ferrari 410 Sport. Imagine stepping back in time to the mid-1950s when Ferrari was crafting the 410S, a true masterpiece born with racing in its DNA. It was designed to conquer the grueling Carrera Panamericana. With such a racing pedigree and a production run so exclusive, it's no wonder this marvel became a prized collector's dream. And indeed, it sold at an astounding $22,005,000. A testament to the enduring allure of vintage racing legends and the passion they ignite among collectors and enthusiasts. At number 9, Aston Martin DBR1. A breathtaking rarity, one of only 5 ever crafted. This masterpiece not only endured but triumphed the grueling 1959 Nürburgring 1,000 km race, a true testament to its prowess on the track. What makes this gem even more remarkable is its star-studded cast of drivers. Legends like Roy Salvadori, Sterling Moss, Jack Brabham, and Carroll Shelby took the wheel of this World Sports Car Championship racer. So it comes as no surprise that this automotive marvel, a paragon of British engineering, shattered records when it fetched an astonishing $22,555,000 at auction. It's not just a car, it's a living legend that continues to leave its mark on the world of automotive history. At number 8, Ferrari 275 GTB Speciale, a gem of a machine, not just crafted for the open roads but also for the thrill of racing. Surprisingly, it never tasted the fierce fire of competition in its early days, an anomaly that raised eyebrows and fueled curiosity. And when the gavel fell in 2014, the world witnessed the spectacle of collectors competing to secure this rare prize, driving its auction price to new heights, a cool $26,400,000. This is not just a car. It's an enigma that captivates with every rev, every turn, and every glance. At number 7, the Ferrari 275 GTB 4S Nart Spider. Imagine a time when the thunderous roar of Ferrari engines echoed across the American landscape, painting the streets with the aura of Italian excellence. Only 10 Spiders of this kind were ever made, and this one once belonged to the legendary actor Steve McQueen and starred in the movie The Thomas Crown Affair. A brush with Hollywood that adds another layer of allure to this already captivating tale. It sold for a Hollywood star price of $27,500,000. At number 6, Ferrari 290mm. Venturing into the upper echelons of our list, we encounter yet another thrilling chapter from Ferrari's racing annals. This particular gem takes us back to 1956, when it was born with a singular purpose: to conquer the iconic Mille Miglia. What elevates it to celestial heights is the fact there are only 4 290S in the world. As if that's not enough, the one at auction was driven by none other than the legendary Juan Manuel Fangio, a name that infuses instant prestige and value to any machine he graced. And that value was a whopping $28,050,000. At number 5, Mercedes-Benz W196. A legendary Formula One racing car manufactured for the 1954 and 1955 Formula One seasons. It is widely regarded as one of the most advanced and successful Formula One cars of its era, contributing significantly to Mercedes-Benz's dominance in motorsport during that time. The W196 achieved significant success during its racing career. It won a total of 9 out of 12 races. Juan Manuel Fangio, one of the most renowned Formula One drivers of all time, drove the W196 to 2 consecutive World Drivers' Championship titles in 1954 and 1955. And in 2013, when the exact car that Mr. Fangio drove was up for sale. Its price tag, a cool $29,600,000, sent shockwaves around the world. At number 4, the Ferrari 335 Sport Scaglietti, also known as the Ferrari 335S, is one of the most valuable and sought-after classic cars in the world. Produced in the 1950s, it's known for its powerful engine, striking design, and remarkable racing history. This car once danced on the racetrack with legends like Peter Collins and Maurice Trintignant during the iconic 1957 Sebring 12 Hours. And that's not all. It continued its journey, taking on the revered Mille Miglia with the legendary Wolfgang von Trips at the helm. It's no wonder that in a market that reveres such storied provenance, the price soared to heights unimaginable. In 2016, it sold at auction for $35,700,000. And why won't it? We are down to the top 3 most expensive cars ever sold, and buckle up, because here's a fact that might not shock the speed demons amongst us. Not one, but 2 of the top 3 most expensive cars ever sold in the world are Ferrari 250 GTOs. 250 GTOs are considered the holy grail by collectors and enthusiasts because they are one of the rarest and historically significant cars in the world. Only 39 of these were ever made between the years 1962 and 1964. Let's go. At number 3, the 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO. This car had a remarkable racing history, earning its place as one of the most successful and dominant racing cars of its time. It won several high-profile races, including the Tour de France Automobile, the Targa Florio, and the GT class at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. The 1962 GTO, which was driven by Formula One icon Joe Schlesser, sold at auction for $48.4 million. Prepare to be stunned, for at number 2, the 1963 Ferrari 250 GTO commanded a jaw-dropping $70 million at auction. What truly sets this 250 GTO apart in a world of racing titans is an extraordinary feat. It had no crash history, a feat experts hail as the secret sauce behind its astronomical value. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. At the pinnacle of our countdown sits the crown jewel. At number 1, the rarest of gems, the 1955 Mercedes-benz 300 SLR Uhlenhaut Coupe. One of only 2 ever made. This marvel of engineering and luxury takes its place in history as one of the most expensive cars ever sold. Rudolf Uhlenhaut, the engineering genius behind this car, used this car himself, and the auctioneers loved this fact as it sold for a staggering $114.4 million, making the Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR the most expensive car ever sold at auction. And there you have it. Thank you for joining us on this exhilarating journey through the top most expensive cars ever sold. From the roar of the engines to the gleam of the polished metal, these cars represent more than just transportation. They're the embodiment of dreams and aspirations. If you're as fascinated as we are by these million-dollar machines, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more captivating content that celebrates the world of luxury and speed. Which of these cars would you love to take for a spin? Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you soon.